As you're
And then
outside, you get a moment to see the city of Astrea as like a plume of multicolored smoke in the distance.
Neat.
It's almost peaceful, except for the horrid, fucking dark abomination snakes that are swarming around in circles above it. There's a ton of them.
Huh. I just look over and I'm like, I look at my strings.
He hatches an idea, an awful idea, a terrible, awful idea.
I'm so curious now.
I say, I now have my next goal. I walk downstairs and say, all right, I'm in.
What changed your mind so quickly?
Easy. I saw those big snake things from a distance. It's a pretty easy thing. I want one.
You want one.
Yes, I want one.
Or you can't get one unless I give you a couple lessons in snake wrestling first.
I'll turn to Weston's character. You should know that those things are extremely intelligent and extremely dangerous. We barely got past it with our lives.
I look at you and say, look at you. I have a single button eye and the other is just an X. The what looks like a painted smile on me somehow grows wider, and I say, that's why I want one.
Your funeral.
I like him.
I look at you and say, I like you too.
But also, why do you need someone to puppet you? You seem to be able to walk around perfectly fine.
If I walked around a town like this, how many people would try to grab me and sell me?
He picks you up by the scruff of your neck
Looks
and
at
then
Dad.
sets you on his shoulder. And now you're a puppet that I control with magic that sits on my shoulder.
It works for now. I say, hey, are you willing for me to do something real quick?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Will it hurt?
No, it won't.
What will it do?
You'll see.
I don't like this. Wesley, don't turn on your party members.
let me see if he's being truthful slash if he's got any malicious intent.
All right, you can roll.
That's a D20 straight. Okay, I trust him.
You trust me completely.
Yeah, I trust him completely. Yeah, as long as I still keep my mentality and all that stuff, I guess it's fine.
All right, cool. Rat, I'm going to use my ability of willing puppet.
All right, so
Oh, no.
Richard, your character, does he see this? Does he see this?
My strings are invisible, unbreakable, and you can't touch them.
Okay, all right, sure. So only
So-
Wesley sees this part.
All right, so basically, now whenever you're within 30 feet of me, on your turn, if you're incapacitated, paralyzed, or stunned, I can use my reaction to give you back your action.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And also, if you're knocked prone, I can instantly stand you up, and if you're unconscious, I can use my bonus action to pull you at half of my movement speed.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, you are now my willing puppet. We have formed an alliance.
We have formed an alliance.
The puppet's bonds grow stronger.
There are no strings on me.
Actually, that's one of my abilities.
No strings
Okay,
on me.
Ultron.
Yeah, one of my abilities is no
Oh
strings
yeah, it is.
on me.
It is.
I am immune to paralysis and resistant against charms.
Nice.
He just kind of shivers a little. It's like, that is, what was that?
Something neat.
Trust him wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll trust you for now. Doesn't seem like anything bad.
Wizzro looks around at you. Y'all are fucking idiots.
And
He
you're
pops.
the idiot.
He pops open a chest in the corner. But you're fucking idiots that I gotta work with. Want a beer?
I kind of told her Wizzro, it's like, one, these are underage, and two, they're my idiots.
He looks at, he's like, hey, they're underage idiots that have also fought Eldritch Abominations. I think they can have a beer.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll stick to no beer.
I just had my fill. I had my fill of lizard soul.
All right, they're all filthy casuals too, I guess. And he just pulls out one and pops it open. Fine, I'll sit in the corner and be happy by myself. Fuck you.
It's okay,
Hey,
Wizzro. I'll have one with you.
Oh, well, fancy that, Madam Seldra. Here you
You know
go.
what? I sit next to Wizzro too. No, pass me one of those.
He hands one to Joel.
Is there a TV around here?
what the heck is a TV?
Wizzro
have
like pulls
no
out a
idea.
small white circle. We got the magical broadcast channel, but that's all been dead since about 12 o'clock today.
Oh yeah,
Guess I'm missing the game.
Mm,
Oh well.
What are
What?
you?
That's what I was going to say. Are you in my head?
Hey, can you want to use like detect magic on him?
I don't have
that.
it.
Oh, damn it.
Not yet, at least.
I do, but I'm out of spell slots.
You can ritual cast.
Okay.
Please. All right. So Seldra like prepares a little bit of a spell around Joel. It's like, all right, stand still. This won't hurt at all. And you start reading in the magical energies around this person, and you realize there aren't any. This is a completely mundane human being. There's nothing magical about him.
I have a feeling that at this point in the world, that's even more rare than just having a little.
Yeah,
No,
no, incredibly.
Considering
Seldra's
those
never seen one of
smart
those.
It's also extremely valuable.
Essentially, that means that these creatures that are sucking away magical energy
Yeah,
probably won't go after him.
yeah.
Here's a fun thing. As she's got detect magic out, Tenrier holds the jar holding the girl ooze in it in front of her eyes. What's this look like?
It's just a
Anything
black
magical?
sludge in a jar.
Anything magical about it?
I that's morbid, but I do the same thing on that one.
There is also
Okay.
no magic remaining here.
He puts that on.
All of her
back
magic
in
is
the...
gone completely.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to fix something.
Okay,
Jar of
I
Penelope
butt
is
in.
part of the
I
party.
butt in.
I love it.
Now I know you Australians like Vegemite, but carrying around huge jars of it, ugh.
Wait,
No, thank you.
I'm gonna say, all right. So should we decide what plane we're going to?
Seldra takes him aside and relates to him what happened to Penelope.
Right. Okay, little. What is your name?
My name is
actually?
Solomon.
Solomon. That is a cool name. Tenrier, by the way. Solomon. He like grips the little tiny doll hand and like shakes it.
You can just hold out one finger and I can shake your finger.
Oh, Westley, I love that you're playing a little puppet man.
This is fun.
What is that race called, by the way?
Yeah, puppet.
Arcane puppet, I think. Something
Yeah,
like that.
arcane. No, my
Puppet
race is just
Defender.
puppet.
Oh yeah, it's just puppet. Yep.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I also have an ability of go limp, and
Okay.
I can pretend to be a normal doll. Any creature that hasn't seen me moving just assumes I'm a random doll.
That's
Rogue would
beautiful.
fit that race perfectly because I can do some BS with just playing dead.
Oh, I've heard what you can do at later levels, and we're going to synergize perfectly. Believe me.
Oh, who, me and
Oh.
you?
No, me and Adam's character.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Because you want to know what I can do at later levels?
What?
Merge with my Eidolon.
Oh
Oh
god.
boy.
Imagine
This is
ju-
so
I'm just
big.
I'm just
Come on.
imagining you merged with the Eidolon and being the willing puppet and everything. I'm just standing on your head.
It's
Oh god,
Big
it's
and
so
tough,
epic
but
and
good.
so
Oh,
silly.
Oh god.
It's so anime.
Like, goddamn.
I
Eventually,
just
he
did
needs
the
to
role-
the role of control goes so deep.
And then there's
I
just a
didn't watch
dad
Let's
in the
See
background.
yesterday. Residual anime.
The shot. Cute little
Anyway,
anime girl.
let's
I
just-
love this
let's-
party. So good.
Let's decide where we're going.
But if he thinks that he
Hey,
can
there's
track,
the ethereal plane one. We don't have to travel at all.
I actually like the idea of seeing if we can get an invitation to the place.
yeah, that sounds.
That sounds like fun, and it also gives me an excuse to redraw my puppet character in that tuxedo that I stole.
You did
Yeah.
steal a tuxedo. Fuck. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
perfect.
I'm
Duncan's
a
character.
I'm down for whatever you guys want to do.
Duncan's character's gonna have to sacrifice his dad bod because he's gonna have to dress up and he won't be able to wear fucking cargo shorts,
Right.
Hawaiian shirt, and
I can't
sandals.
I can't use that perk anymore.
He'd be like 8 AC. Oh god.
Ooh.
It's gonna be
Hey, we
scary.
can always dad that suit up. Like
Ooh,
we're
could be a
talking.
dad
We're talking khaki pants with a goddamn Hawaiian t-shirt button up with a tie. And
I just-
go to the salt flats like you were saying. Maybe we can get an invitation. Fucking words.
By the way, is it the salt flats or the silt flats?
Silt flats.
Silt, because you said
Silt.
salt.
It is silt.
I did say salt.
You said salt in the thing above.
Yeah,
Says
the
salt
salt
flats.
flats.
Why did I say
And then
that?
it's
It's Baron occasionally.
Oh, it
holds
does
parties
say
in the
salt.
manor
Oh
of the
shit.
salt
No, it's
flats.
silt flats. Sorry. All the other ones say silt. It's silt flats.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
hell yeah, you're going to the Baron's Manor. This is gonna be fun. So Wizzro's like, alright guys, so here's the thing I've been hiding. Ooh,
Oh, yeah,
it's just a
he
fucking
disappeared.
portal. I'm a plane hopper. We do this shit. He plonks a gemstone into the floor, and it glows with an almost murky gray color. So, silt flats it is. I almost fucked up. Look at me. I'm a great wizard. Can't even say words. Well,
You're
Ah.
absolutely fine, Wizzro. Seldra just kind of gives Wizzro how big she goes.
now, I'm gonna stay around with these two bros and teach them how to play a real man's game. He puts an arm around Calvin, or Malvin Galvin, what the fuck ever he is.
Melvin. No, it's Mavin and Gavin.
Mavin and Gavin. It's like, and,
Oh,
yeah,
Melvin and Gilvin.
I guess, report, but here, he's like, just talk to the skull if you need to get back. Talk to Rufus. He'll help
what
you.
about you, Frank? You
Rat,
coming with?
can you Okay.
And Frank looks up from his cat's cradle. Well, I mean, I'm not exactly going back to Estrella anytime soon, and looks like I'm not getting my degree ever.
I shout over. You'll
Come
get
on.
your degree in experience.
Come
That's
on,
the
Frank.
spirit, Wizzro says,
Also,
like
Frank,
fucking knee deep into a game of cards.
Oh,
Also-
hey,
also,
Wizzro.
Frank- I
Aw.
do believe class is going to be paused for a while with all this going on, so
Wiz-
I
Wizzro.
can put in a word for you at another university once this is all over.
That would be absolutely amazing. I just want to go back.
Well, come on, let's go.
I don't. But Wizzro, would you happen to have any sort of swords or weapons of sorts that could help us? Because
I'm sure the boys
Hold on,
left
hold on,
some
hold on.
shit here. You can go here. Look through their belongings back there. He points at a pile of suitcases. I'm sure you can find something.
he will go through it.
All right.
I'm
give
sure
me
they weren't. I'm sure they won't mind.
Give me 3 rolls of a D925, please.
Oh god damn it!
You love your D925.
I really do.
So
It's very fun because I don't have any
Wow.
specific
Start
stuff
off
in mind.
with
this. Okay. You found a lapis lazuli gem. Just in the one suitcase. A pearl necklace. You're just finding a bunch of jewelry and what seems to be a potion of some sort.
You realize you're going through Seldra's jewelry box.
Does any of this seem magical besides the potion?
No, not at all. It's just somebody's plain jewelry.
There's no weapons in here. I needed like a sword, Solomon. Or not Solomon, sorry. Fucking Wizzro.
Wizzro.
He's like, here. He humbles back over. This might work. He unhinges this chest over here, which, hold on. I need to
I
actually
don't
like,
know,
copy
I
this.
put my jewelry back
There's
in the
like a
box
chest
and-
on here with a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, you took Seldra's jewelry. You realize? He's like, I got a normal dagger. Would that work?
Do you have a short sword?
I walk over and say, I can have a dagger.
He hands it to the puppet. Here, it's a normal
right.
dagger.
I can now. All right, I take the dagger. It looks as if it's a sword when held by me.
I don't know if I
A
should
sword
say
for a
that's-
halfling.
I
That's
don't
the thing. So it's a sword for a halfling.
He's like, there's a bunch of stuff from Joel's robot factory. Oh, hey, Joel, do you remember that time you were trying to make that robot that threw knives?
Oh yeah, you still got knives from that?
I still
From
got
all
knivey,
from all
except
the
for
knives that
Yeah.
the robots didn't throw,
Well,
and
he
the
pulls
ones
it.
he did successfully throw, you know.
He pulls it out. It's like, well, you called this a knife, but this is a machete. Still, I do have this. Would that do?
Yeah, beats the spatula. I mean, it's not very useful unless you've also got extra beef patties for me to bring along.
I mean, your whole cold storage is down here. You could go just grab them. Do you want to go get beef patties?
Sure, I'll go get beef patties. Where is it?
It's over. It's over in here. We're gonna just say this is a refrigerator, even though it looks like a dartboard.
Why? Just why?
Jesus.
Okay, I search for beef patties. How
You got
many
a
do I
stack of
find?
16 frozen patties.
Yes.
Wizzro's
Okay.
like, okay, we could probably make a stop in the shopping district and try and pick up some random shit from some other people. But I don't
Yeah,
have a
that
short
would be
sword.
nice. That's well, I mean, at least if it's been 8 hours and we've taken a rest, then he can.
Oh, realization. Seldra dispels her siphon, just turns to dust and vanishes.
do,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, my siphon's entire.
Joel, you remember you do have another weapon on you too that you picked up.
Oh yeah.
Took you a moment.
It did take me a minute, actually.
That might be useful in the hands of somebody.
Dinner and play some
Well,
Sword.
I can't have a gun out around the kids, you know, safety.
Yeah, you also know that
So-
wizards hate
so,
guns.
yeah. I'm just gonna keep that hidden in my fanny pack of holding.
Okay.
Really? A fanny bag of holding?
Yep.
Yep, that's what I have.
How far does this rabbit hole go?
Oh, it's great.
Pretty
Very
far.
far.
It goes pretty deep. Yeah, we haven't even gotten to like the leveling system for the dad class.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
hey, guess what? You found there's one more thing in the last suitcase. A fishing harpoon.
A fishing Because of course that'll make for a makeshift spear.
For whatever.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
I'll try
he
and get
has
more
it.
wares in here. I'll try and get my sellers to provide some stuff for you. If you want anything, I can try and pick it up for you while you're out.
Weapons would be nice, so I don't have to rely on this guy all the time.
Here,
Points
he,
at the
he pulls
chat.
out a magical piece of parchment. What do you need? I'll go to the shop while you're out searching for invitations.
Let's see here. A short sword or a rapier would be good.
Oh,
Do you have any
go.
need for like extra cash? Cause I've got all of the gold from my shop still on me.
Did you just say mead? Like brewskis? He looks over at the chest on the table. More than enough. You want something from my infinite chest of booze?
Why do you have an infinite chest of booze?
Look, I got inside men, all right? They got me an infinite chest of booze.
Do you have any bottles of absinthe?
He reaches into the bottle or into the chest. As it happens, yes.
Cool. I'll take one of those.
He hands it over
You
to
know-
the mechanical girl.
She just puts it in her whatever pocket dimension. Well, how would you say Seldra carries her stuff? Considering how she carries her
It's
stuff.
like a pocket dimension.
She just pulls out a finger, rips open a hole in space, and then just kind of shoves the bottle. Seals.
Seldra knows a little bit of plain magic too. What
Considering where she-
clothes?
I mean, better armor's always nice.
You're going to a party. I don't think they're exactly wearing suits of armor. Maybe they are. Maybe it's a costume party. I don't really know.
I say, I'm on it. I jump under the table and then just start changing into the tuxedo.
Okay, that's great.
Tenrier just like pulls out a suit of fancy clothes. I've got fancy stuff already.
Oh, all right. Seldra, you look lovely as always. You need no need. These two aren't going because they're knuckleheads and they're staying here to help me test my favorite game.
I jump up and I'm in a
that.
tuxedo.
That
Also,
was a nice
Joel,
tuxedo.
Why,
you
thank you.
probably shouldn't go.
Huh?
At least not how you are right now.
Why in the ever-loving world not?
Well, at least put on an undershirt. You've been walking around with your gut hanging out with that unbuttoned Hawaiian shirt. It's distracting as fuck, he says in only a towel.
Then get me something nice and make it flannel.
Flannel. All right, I'll look for flannel in the wizard district. He says, actually, if you want to kill two birds with one stone, he looks at his list. I think one of the magisters is a tailor.
Of course he is.
Yeah, Wimbledon. I know that man.
Hmm.
He's a tailor in the Kaida district. I could hop over to his place so inconspicuously and, gather some information.
That would be
Sure.
helpful.
All right, I'll put that on my list. Go
Yep,
bug the
yep,
shit out
that'll
of
do.
Wimbledon. All right. Yeah, okay. Also, I am flat broke. Do any of you have any money?
As I was saying before, I got all the gold from the register from my shop, which is now probably burnt to the ground.
Okay.
Probably.
Roll 2d100s.
Oh god. Nat one, nat one, nat one, nat one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here it comes.
Nat one.
Hey, that's
Ooh.
pretty good. 164 gold on you.
And you can take it all. If we're going to someplace like China, I don't want to get robbed.
I lean over and say, does anyone have any idea what the fuck he's saying?
I have no fucking
He's just
clue.
talking about another dimension that he's from.
China dimension.
Oh yeah.
In fact,
where
I don't
he's from-
recognize any of the countries on this here map.
That's because it's a map of the entire universe. Well, universes, I should say.
Oh yeah. Does Abraxas recognize where he's from on the map?
No, he does not. He can't see his home there. It's not
My
on the map.
plane is not there.
Yes, no,
Wizzro looks over.
Actually, never mind.
What plane are you from?
Forget I asked. I think I can see my house right there. I just point to a random spot.
Yeah, he's from another dimension. The world completely different there. No magic.
How sad.
That's
No, I can even see our dog house with the red roof on it.
Slowly face palms.
I kind of mumble to myself. I wonder
Papa,
if anyone will
Papa,
mind if I eat.
Papa, when can we head back there? I missed that.
Ooh, I have an idea, by
Stuff
the
into
way.
existence.
Can I summon my familiar back?
Sure.
All right. So remember how we said that I can change the familiar's appearance?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I would like to summon Frank.
What?
I would like to summon a familiar that looks exactly like Frank wearing a tuxedo.
Dapper Frank has appeared in the basement. Frank just gawks at this upright standing version of him in an immaculate suit.
Unlike the other Frank.
I think indirectly you might have just given Frank some self-confidence.
Unlike the other Frank,
destroyed it.
because I control this one, it has the look as if I was it, which is the look
creepily
of
smiling.
yeah, creepily smiling kinda. Also, it picks me up and then it now looks like he's puppeting me.
I'm gonna give it a
Frank?
slightly darker tint, or lighter, I guess. So
Okay, there you go.
Darker. There we go. So you can tell it's
Frank,
Dapper Frank.
I turn to the real Frank. Frank, I must say, you look quite good in a tux.
It's like, yeah,
By the
well, I
way,
haven't looked in a
I,
mirror in a
uh,
while. You know
I
how that works.
I say, yeah, I can't make it talk. So this Frank is mute.
Frank looks at it in more awe than you could imagine. He's like, I've never actually seen myself before.
Well, go ahead and look, I guess.
It's fascinating. Do I really look like this? He's like
Yes.
scanning
Yes,
all
you
over
do.
the creature. Wow.
Also, if basically like I'm just kind of imagining him cowering and slouching all the time, and then this one is just standing up straight with a completely serious look on his
Yeah,
face.
he's very impressive looking. And Frank's like, yeah, that's incredible. Now I understand how everyone else, or maybe I don't, but it's nice to be able to see yourself.
I say, yeah, this is how you look, and then it assumes how Frank actually presents himself, kind of.
Yeah, it just slouches over. The tux goes away. He's like, oh, well, it's still nice to see myself, I guess.
I say, yeah, you could look
Frank.
like this. He goes back to the tux look.
Yes, Frank, it's entirely in your possibility to look like that. So that is a factor of production of you.
He
I
looks
don't
over at
think
Wizzro like, hey, could you shop around for like a tux like that? Wizzro's like, yeah, I'll just go bug Wimbledon more.
Okay,
Great.
can I roll for a dad joke?
By the
Oh,
end,
God.
Please,
Robert,
for that joke.
make the joke. Make
Dad
the joke.
joke. Dad joke.
Dad joke. Dad joke.
Slowly face
14.
Ooh, decent joke.
Ooh.
It's too
Okay.
good. You did too well.
I say, for being so quiet, it's kind of ironic that he dresses so loud.
That was
I
much less than what I was expecting.
I nod my head a little bit, and I'm like, somewhat clever, somewhat clever.
Oh my god.
The Eidolon laughs while Tenrier face palms. Which, by the way, his right eye is glowing.
By
So-
the end, by
so
the
does
end,
Fox an awkward smile, like.
by the end of this adventure, Frank is going to be the most confident orc.
Yes.
Guys. How
The
many
story's really about Frank.
Yeah.
All right.
Frank is the true
You
main
know-
character.
Momentos, yeah.
Well, everybody, I guess not next week, but the week after, we'll be heading to the Silt Flats to find an invitation to one of Baron LeBlanc's
Yay.
parties.
Okay.
And Wizzro will be going out shopping for you folks and trying to get you some stuff.
Yay.
Hey, Wizzro, don't forget barbecue chips.
Oh shit, I gotta write that down. Barbecue chips. Got it, Dad. I mean, Joel. You're just so
I
dad-like.
assumed it would be naturally. My apologies, I forgot.
Hey, maybe I'll pick up some potions along the way. Maybe one of those randomizer potions. Get random effects. Those are fun.
Don't buy. Don't
Pop one of
buy-
those in the middle of a crowded party. You won't regret it.
Don't buy
Speaking of
that magic
potions.
gun. You know how that happened? That went last time.
Speaking of potions,
Yeah? Oh, that potion
can
you
I try to
found?
figure out what? Can I see what this one does? Try to figure it out.
You wanna like
Oh,
Arcana
no.
check? Arcana check on that?
Nope, I got nothing.
You have no clue.
Show it to the Eidolon.
Shows it to the Eidolon. You sort of know what it is.
He knows what it is.
Or he knows what it is. He nods.
Yes, it is a potion.
Do you ask him what it is, or do you know immediately because of Eidolon shit?
No, he would have to tell me.
Is he going to tell you? Yeah, he'll
Yes.
tell you. Is an elixir of madness.
Huh.
You will go insane.
I'm just gonna keep hold of that for later.
My immediate thought for the potion of madness is we have to slip it into the Baron's tea.
Oh,
That's
no.
what I was thinking! That's what I was thinking!
Are you trying to make a
Right.
Sheogorath thing going on here?
So now that we've
Baron
We
seems
do that in
nice.
another
now
campaign.
that, now that we've brought that up, now Rat can prepare for that contingency
Oh,
in
fuck
case
yes, I
that
can.
happens.
That's amazing.
Why do we even want to do this with the Baron?
Yeah, he could be a
Baron
nice
seems
guy. Yeah, okay. So I will prep for next time doing the Baron's Manor. That'll be fun.
Also,
Cool.
speaking of
Yay.
trying to kill us, really, Rat? Really? Legendary actions?
Yeah.
Yeah, screw you, Rat. Screw you for that.